If you want your mirror to reflect commitment, then you must be committed to yourself. What is up, my fellow dreamers and soul searchers? Welcome to the Roxy Talks Manifestation Podcast, your raw, unfiltered, and unapologetic source for all things manifestation related. I'm Roxy Lee, and for the last decade, I have been researching and developing my signature 360 method, which combines behavioral science, quantum physics, and the law of attraction to help you manifest a life beyond your wildest dreams. Visit RoxyTalks.com for more info. Now, let's get into it. So I wanted to talk about manifesting engagement because it is, well, you could either call it, it's February and it's Valentine's month. We've also heard it called Singles Awareness Month. So if you have a partner, if you don't, if you're somewhere in between, this definitely will help you because we're not just talking about rings on fingers. You know, like, I just want to get married. I just want to be engaged. I just want the ring already. You know, like, I hear that a lot. And, so if that's you, it's okay. You're not alone. We're not calling you out. Definitely a lot of people out there are kind of feeling the same way. But, I just like my message to that always is like, you don't want engagement. You want what comes with engagement, because if you wanted engagement, then any old person would do. If all you wanted was to be engaged, then you could probably just, well, maybe not walk down the street right now, but you could go online and easily find somebody that's, also looking. If that didn't matter, then it wouldn't matter, right? But it does. And, even in the term of manifesting a specific person, might not always be a specific person. Sometimes it's an exact person. Sometimes it's an exact version of an exact person. But either way, the idea is that we are bringing about somebody or something that fits into our idea of ideal and perfect. You don't just want any old person. You want the person. You want the right person. You want the right situation. So being engaged, that level of commitment, I see so many people just like yearning for it, like they're just like out here killing themselves, being depressed all the time, just like worrying their life away, worrying their life force away, right? Like their will to fucking live sometimes. And it's not about anything except creating the environment that you want to experience now. Because you don't want engagement, you want what comes with engagement. You want what engagement represents and provides you in your life: commitment, devotion, security, connection, longevity, assurance, safety, peace, trust, stability. That's what engagement means. What you are looking for. And not just that, but, all of that with the right person, right? Because, marriage is long. I've been married for almost 7.5 years, been together for about 12. And luckily we like each other. Luckily we like to be around each other because that's a long time to be with someone. So, and it just keeps going. We're just in our 30s, and hopefully we have many, 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 many years more left. So, it's not just all of those things I named. Also, it's all of that with somebody that you connect with, get along with, enjoy, have, an intimate spark and connection with. And you're looking for all of that. You're looking for that in a person, your perfect partner, to be invested in you and your relationship. That's what engagement stands for. And again, I see so many of my one-on-one clients and members of our community talking about, how bad they want that engagement so they can get married, so they can do the whole family thing, right? Like that's the whole end goal. Is like, I just want to have a family. I just want to do that. They just want to get there so bad because they're painfully not there, right? Because that's what it's screaming on the other end is like, well, you want to get there so bad because you obviously aren't there. And that's the issue. And that's why we, everybody, we, all of us keep manifesting more of what we don't want because we're screaming out to the universe, to the world, internally, maybe sometimes externally. I don't have what I fucking want, So this idea of the family thing, the commitment, the connection, that's what it's about. Again, it's about the trust. It's about the commitment. It's about the loyalty. It's about the devotion, the longevity, and the trust. It's about the feelings and the experiences that you're seeking from engagement. And those are the same feelings that family and commitment provide, right? It's all kind of falling under the same roof. So this just kind of further illustrates that the goal here is the connection, right? It's that bond. It's not the ring, it's not the significance of the ring. It's not the title of fiance or any other title. Or even the recognition from the outside world or the people in your life. It is the presence and the acceptance of the feelings that we talked about earlier, right? The commitment, devotion, security, connection, longevity, assurance, safety, peace, trust. Sounds like a fucking car insurance commercial. The general can get you. So, like that's where we need to focus. We need to talk about allowing in commitment, devotion, trust, stability now in order to see it reflected in the outer world, right? We know the world's a mirror and mirrors can only reflect what you put in front of them. That's the one thing about a mirror. Like it'll show you anything that you put in front of it, but it'll only show you what you put in front of it. So if you want your mirror to reflect commitment, then you must be committed to yourself. Be committed to your story. Be committed to the reality that you're selecting and moving towards by being authentic to it, by being authentic to that version of yourself, meaning that you are acting as if you want commitment and dedication to be reflected in your 3D world, then you commit and you dedicate yourself to your own happiness and your own well-being by making your own happiness and your own well-being a priority in your life. Like I said, I'm married. I've been married for a long time, been with my husband for a while. And I just today had a fucking breakdown in the shower about figuring out how to bring happiness into my life. And like, like I know that I'm not alone. I'm not the only person I've talked to recently that's talked about crying in the shower, right? So like it fucking happens, man. Like we're humans and a lot of times I feel like, we're operating with this manifestational world, like you got to keep going with the positive and you got to tell the story. And like, even that's what I preach all the time. But sometimes, man, like you got to hit that bottom so you can bounce back up. And the only way we can change the direction we're heading, if it's not the right direction, is to recognize that we're going the wrong direction. We need to acknowledge it and then we can turn the ship around. So when you commit yourself to making your own happiness a priority, because you could be happily married for nearly a decade and still have a breakdown in the shower about how do I make myself how do I bring happiness into my little life that I just work away every single day, right? Like that's my little story. But we're not going to affirm that actually because our life is great. It's full of abundance and fun and love, and I love my life and I'm having so much fun every single day. And that's true, okay? So but the thing is like once you start to build that happiness within yourself, because you're going to have to, even if you're married, right? That's what I'm trying to say is like even a happily married person has to figure out how to make themselves happy. Okay? So when you do that, though, it will naturally spill out into your relationship and into your 3D world, which will allow you to allow yourself to be elevated and cared for in a way that's more conducive to what you want. And we're just going to begin taking these notions of what it means to be committed and devoted and have that longevity and security in our lives, and we're going to focus it on ourselves so that we can reflect it in our outer world. So if you want assurance and safety in your relationship, then we're going to be working safety, trust, and security into your affirmations. I am safe, I am cared for, I'm always taken care of. My life is secure. I am secure. My relationship is secure. I feel good. I'm not worried about anything. We're all good to go here, stuff like that. And then, more importantly, equally importantly, if not more, also be sure that you are providing yourself that security and safety. This the security and the safety that you're craving, you need to be providing it to yourself by not re-victimizing yourself with your same old habits and allowance of unwanted shit in your mind and in your life. Okay? You need to be your own security. We are not looking for other people to provide that for us, okay? And I've used this analogy before in my videos in my coaching, but think of yourself as a bouncer and your mind is a nightclub, and we have a very strict dress code here, okay? It's all pink jumpsuits or get the fuck out. That's it. There's no sorry either. You can go somewhere else. I don't give a fuck. But if you're in here, you're wearing the pink jumpsuit because that's our dress code. And if I catch you in here not wearing the dress code, you need to go. You can go home and change and come back in the proper attire. But if you're inside this building, you will wear what I have said is the appropriate rule for what we got going on. Okay. So it's the same thing with your thoughts. This means that only the pre approved thoughts, the ones that align with the chosen narrative, are allowed to stay in your mind. And if you catch them in there, you must bounce them out, just like a bouncer would at a club that somebody who wasn't following the rules. I don't care if you're well intentioned, you're not following the rules, get out until you can follow the rules, then you can come back in, but not until that moment. Otherwise, get out, okay? So we must make sure that we are not swirling in and like dredging up all of the pain and the hurt and the fear and the worry, because you are recreating it in your own world. And I'm not saying that there aren't things to be fearful or worried about, but if you indulge in them and allow them to win, they continue to permeate your life, and there is no other way around it. If you want security and stability in your life, you have to provide it for yourself by being stable with your thinking and your focus, and secure in what you allow to go down in your own mind, which you have control over. Okay? So do the securing and the locking down for yourself. Pay attention to what leads to the things that you don't want. What thoughts line up or match up to if you were playing the matching game? What thoughts do I think normally or was I thinking before that look like or could line up to or match up to this thing in my reality that I'm not so fond of? Self-diagnosis, and just pay attention and then do what you got to do to rewrite that shit and not let yourself dwell there. I'll just take this moment to mention, I just put out a brand new free masterclass. It's 5 secrets you need to know to expertly manifest a specific person. You can sign up for that at my website, roxytalks.com. And it is designed to help you catch these areas where you might be slipping so that you can get your relationship on track. And also, this is for anyone who's in a relationship already, even if if you're celebrating Singles Awareness Month. And even if you are like not needing romantic relationship help or whatever, it is really good info for just interacting with people and your world in general. So the info is universal. You can check that out. It's completely free at my website, roxytalks.com. You can sign up. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, I do offer one-on-one coaching at my website, roxytalks.com. I've also got all kinds of workshops and free resources. Again, I just put out the free masterclass to help you manifest a specific person expertly. 5 secrets you need to know. And so that's available at my website as well. And of course, you can join my Facebook group, Black Moon Society. And I've got really fun announcements coming soon. So again, stay tuned. And thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. We are all raising our vibrations together. You have the power. I believe in you.